The recent issuance of arrest warrants for Israeli leaders has unexpectedly united U.S. politicians, who now threaten sanctions against the International Criminal Court, ICC. This situation underscores the rising tensions between the U.S. and international legal institutions. In contrast to strong U.S. support for Israel, numerous European nations have signaled their intention to comply with the ICC's decision. This divergence creates a rift among Israel's allies, complicating diplomatic relations and strategies. This development raises critical questions about the rule of international law, particularly as some critics argue that Israel has historically sidestepped legal norms. Such ongoing debates challenge perceptions of justice and accountability in the realm of global politics. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza persists, marked by severe starvation and disease amid continuous bombardments. Many individuals find themselves in makeshift shelters, leading to a critical situation for the civilian population. Israel's apparent disregard for international legal standards permits operations without accountability, raising substantial concerns about the effectiveness of international courts. This current status clearly highlights an urgent need for legal reform. Experts remain skeptical about the immediate effects of the arrest warrants on Israel's operations in Gaza. Nevertheless, there is consensus that sustained international pressure could eventually influence responses on a global scale. The investigation into the prosecution of the war has faced scrutiny for neglecting vital evidence linked to extermination and starvation as warfare tactics. This situation emphasizes the necessity for a comprehensive approach to achieving justice. There is an emerging call for Israeli society to introspect on its role in the ongoing violence and atrocities. Addressing the broader societal question of accountability is essential for fostering meaningful change. Understanding the notion of impunity that Israel has enjoyed since its establishment is crucial in comprehending the conflict's nature. Scrutinizing this impunity becomes imperative in any pursuit of justice. The ICC's indictments of individuals from various backgrounds highlight a significant milestone. For the first time, Israelis face such charges. This shift signals a change in the international accountability landscape. The issuance of warrants against Israeli leaders was anticipated amidst ongoing conflicts and dire warnings from international bodies regarding potential genocide. These warnings went unheeded by the Israeli government, culminating in significant legal repercussions. Critics have pointed out that Israel's judiciary has failed to investigate or prosecute cases related to incitement of genocide, raising deep concerns about the efficacy of its legal framework. This inaction continues to contribute to the escalating crisis. Within the political landscape, there appears to be no real competition for Prime Minister Netanyahu, as his opponents have not proposed viable alternatives to current military strategies. This reveals a consolidated front among Israeli leadership. Growing concerns about Israel's international reputation are particularly prominent in Europe, where an increasing sense of isolation is anticipated due to perceived humanitarian law violations. Such developments may hinder Israeli leaders' international travel. The United States faces rising criticism for its unwavering support of Israel, particularly amidst increasing allegations of war crimes. This situation highlights broader issues of rogue state behavior within international relations. The role of the ICC in adjudicating alleged war crimes has emerged as a crucial topic among legal experts and politicians. Many advocate for pursuing accountability at the highest command levels to reinforce international law. Countries with dual nationals implicated in the conflict bear the responsibility of activating their judicial systems. Such actions are vital for ensuring justice and addressing potential war crimes. The perception of anti-Semitism entwined in discussions about Israel complicates the narrative surrounding its actions and justifications. This complexity significantly affects international relations and responses to the ongoing conflict. Historically, the U.S. has stood as an outlier in international law, despite its foundational role in the United Nations. This contradiction raises pressing questions regarding America's commitments on the global legal stage. The political landscape may evolve as Democratic politicians discover greater freedom to critique U.S. policies under a Republican administration. This shift could foster a more progressive dialogue regarding international obligations. Compassion and wisdom are essential in discussions about justice within the Israeli-Palestinian context. Rehumanizing the discourse is crucial for adequately addressing the complexities tied to international law and human rights.